Howdy, thanks for watching Justin Pulliam. If you're new, please be sure to subscribe. I have some information just in about Aaron Dean. Aaron Dean is the former Fort Worth police officer who killed Atatiana Jefferson on Saturday, October 12th. She was inside of her house playing games with her 8-year-old nephew, and Officer Dean, along with another officer who has not yet been identified, were intruding onto her property. Dean went into her backyard and then shot her through the window. She was in the bedroom. The police tried to make her out to be a villain, saying there was a gun, and a last-ditch attempt to provide some cover and justification for the officer. Fortunately, no one took the bait, and they saw it for what it was. Just crazy, senseless. Police are our masters, and they can kill any of us because they must go home at night at all costs. Violence, and the people are mad, and rightfully so, and a lot of people are finally starting to understand the major problem that we have today. If you haven't watched it already, I uploaded a longer, more comprehensive video about this today, although it doesn't have all the latest details. When I make a video like that, it takes about half a day to get it out after it's finalized. When I do it this way, I can get them out quite a bit quicker, but you don't get to see me. Aaron Dean resigned this morning. The police department claims that they were going to fire him. Well, they didn't. He resigned. They have not filed charges. They have not taken him into custody. He is still a free man. And because of the political pressure now, the mayor and some other city officials are trying to pretend like they're going to do something about the police problem. All right, let me get to it. So this is the personal status report. This comes from the state. This is kind of a white paper on each officer. And there's a few things that I learned from it. Number one, you can see there in the middle, he has a bachelor's degree. That's relatively uncommon, although not terribly uncommon in big major police departments like Fort Worth. If this is the graduation date, spring 2013, this would mean that he's not so young. This would put him in the mid-30s and maybe even possibly early 40s. So assuming he graduated in 2013, he is not a young guy. He was commissioned on April 13th. 2018, he's only served with the Fort Worth Police Department. He graduated from the Fort Worth Police Academy the month before. Most of the training was fairly routine. A couple of things did catch my eye. Honor Guard training. You don't generally see that in officers so new because there's a lot to learn about being a police officer, and that's kind of extra stuff that maybe doesn't go to building your competency on the streets, and maybe it shows in this case. Also, this defensive tactics course, you don't see that very often. I don't know what that actually means. I don't think that's a required course. It's kind of like a specialized thing. I don't know what they teach there. It makes me wonder what the heck they teach in this defensive tactics course that he took in May of just a few months ago. I think we really need to shed some light on what exactly is taught in this defensive tactics class. I'm a bit skeptical about this. Everything else is pretty much the regular things that cops have to do, like this is required by law. Required by law. Driving. Ethics. Community relations. Well, that sure all worked. Two doses of community relations. This is for using the state and national crime information centers, where they store information and notes about how to destroy you. Wow, he took a lot of community relations there. Here you can see everything that's included in their basic peace officer course. And so that's it. 4,300 plus hours of training. And well, you see what you get with that. They do not need more training. In fact, I'd assert that a normal person taken at random, or even the type of people who apply to be a peace officer, would do better with zero training than the training that they currently receive. It's the Blue Lion culture and their training to abuse, to be so trigger happy, to be ready to violate our rights. The culture of getting those performance metrics and those numbers, quote, quotas, if you will, although that's technically illegal. But those are the problems we face. It's not, oh, they need more training. No, they need to be human again. That's what they need. They need accountability, and they need to learn that they're human, and they are indeed subject to the same law that we all are, that everyone on this planet is. Finally, I wanted to show you this Facebook event. It's called Justice for #Atatiana Jefferson. It's hosted by the Next Generation Action Network and two others, the Tarrant County Coalition for Community Oversight and United Fort Worth. They say they are going to the City Council meeting tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 p.m. And they have a call to action, and they have some demands here. They want to see the full body cam, and you can bet you that I do too. They want the officer's name released. We have a right to know everything our public servants do. Now, this one is key. I'm kind of shocked that they're really astute here. They want the investigation turned over to the FBI, not the Texas Rangers and not the Sheriff's Department. They get it. The DPS Texas Rangers specialize in providing cover, political cover, for bad government officials, employees, and entities. And generally, county officials side with the people locally. They demand that he be fired, and they demand that he be immediately arrested. For the life of me, I don't understand how he is still walking around free, at least not on bond. And they have several other demands. They have some contact information. I will be on this story, and definitely be sure to follow Carolina and Fort Worth as well. Let's achieve true justice for Atatiana by fundamentally reforming the police in this state, in this country, so that this will never happen again. Have a good evening.